Hello, good morning and welcome. It's the 18th of May. It's nearly 7 o'clock GMT, and we've just got a quick look through the charts. We had a sensational day yesterday, as everybody's quite aware. AUD USD. I'd just like to say thanks to everybody for subscribing and for your likes. I really appreciate it. It does help the channel. Thank you. AUD USD. We've got another green candle today. I would have expected this to be looking like it's going to turn, but I would give it a couple more days. It's at the mid Bollinger Band, the 20-day moving average. I think it might just overshoot a little bit. It's actually coming a bit closer to the trend line. See how it goes, but I'd be looking for that to turn sometime soon, next couple of days. Euro dollar. I got into this last night. That's better. And that's an hourly chart. We'll put daily chart. Yep, I took a position on this last night. I'm just about at break even, or maybe a bit better, because it is a positive swap on the euro dollar. The commitment of traders are heavily short this. The reason we've seen the upsurge in the dollar is because of political unrest in America and the crash a little bit of the S&P. And it's not just the S&P, you've got the CACs, the DAC, all of them. They had a really hard day yesterday. Money flowed out of those and it flowed into the euro. So if the money come off the DAX, it was paid out in euros. Money come off the CAC, it was paid out in euros. So the euro benefited from that flow out. And that'll take about three, 4 trading days to actually eke its way out of the system. Euro JPY, as I said to everybody, I got in yesterday. I got a short, more or less at the top here. Very pleased with that, and it's come down nicely for me. Euro New Zealand dollar is about where I got out. Well, I got out of the blue line, so it's a little bit below. Every chance of getting back in if I wanted it. GB AUD. It hasn't quite made the 20-day moving average. It is sort of crossing the trend line. Might be worth a long a little bit later on. I'll look back at it later. AUD CHF, Swiss franc. Again, I think that's going down. I got out of it because I had too much on, but I think this is going to be a wonderful short. So I might get back into it. S&P 500. We all know what happened yesterday. That's a weekly chart. Now this is the daily chart, but you look on the weekly chart and you see this situation happening here, where you've got divergence on the RSI compared to the candles. So we made a higher high on the candles and we made a lower low on the RSI, and that is normally a fairly good indicator that something's going wrong. The RSI is sentiment driven, and we can see that lower price coming out there. And then we go on the AUD CAD. I'm out of this at the moment. I think it might make it back up to the 1.01, 1.018. So back up to this resistance here. See how that goes. USD Mexican peso. This is a trade. I've hung on to this because I've got every faith in this coming back, and it has started to raise its ugly head once again. And the RSI is just coming above the 50, and the stochastic is pointing up. I think the dollar's going to long. USD CAD, same sort of story. I think the oil might go up in price, so this isn't one of my favourite trades at the moment. If it goes down to the 1.35, I might have a go back up long. Euro GBP, this again is looking like quite a good short. I think it's got a couple more days before I'm interested in it. Euro CHF, I got into this yesterday. I see this as a really good short. I'm at entry. The euro obviously has risen quite a lot, but the Swiss franc has kept up with it. So what I expect is the money to flow out of the euro into the Swiss franc, and I'm expecting this to short. And the commitment of traders is with me. USD JPY had this great short yesterday. This is a daily chart. And I am expecting this to continue down. Oil, you've got resistance here, and it's been sort of flagging across here the last few days. I'm expecting this to break and for the oil price to go up. I hope it gets up to this blue line. If it does, I might short it again. New Zealand dollar, US dollar. The last 3 or 4 days this has risen. It's just starting to show weakness. The net position on the commitment of traders is actually long, although we did have quite a lot of short positions added this week. So that's fairly interesting to look at. Silver, it's coming up against a little bit of resistance at the moment. We've got a bit of a red candle today. I'm expecting this to break the resistance and actually just go north. Euro CAD. Now this is very interesting actually. This is the one that I wanted to get to, and you've got the same setup here. You've got the candles are making a higher high, and the RSI is making a lower low, and this normally indicates a decline in the market. So I'm expecting this candle now. I'm expecting the Euro CAD to short, and the sentiment is here in the RSI. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully see you again tomorrow. Thank you.